Yeah. Yo, riding around my city. Herman, come and ride with me. New genre on new waves, we keeping it $150. Shouts to the bull, wake up. Live Kairos, we bake up. Authentic, no makeup. We raise the bar so the stakes up. Cause I'm only keeping it A1. Peace and love to my day ones. Circle small, but we make moves. Break bread, we don't take from. 3 and 1, my God is. Rose on him, that's Cavalier. It's only right that he coming back. Need a baker, I'm out of here. I will not stay in the walls. I will go answer the call. I would go and do it, cause I know he win it all. Y'all rather leave in the fall. I can never do it, I be going through it. I would go and lose it, so I got the gospel rapping on my music. Even though I do not rapping on my music, I would never go and trapping on my music. They wonder why I be flexing all of my stance. They tried to pull up, come take my faith and they can't. They see me coming, that Holy Spirit my stamp. I know my composure cool, but I swear to you that I'm amped. Hold up, stop me, they can't. Too high, Space Jam. Way. They know, we up. Amen. Too high, Space Jam. Too high, Space Jam. Too high, Space Jam. Too high, Space Jam.
Yeah. Gotta let it breathe for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So they think they got me out of my element. That's the funny part. There is no such thing as my element. Not in Christ. Ready? Adonai. Form the cloud just to crack the sky. Adonai. When you have my life, you were satisfied. My hands are high. Your love is deep, it sees past the lies. I magnify. My reason for breathing, my alibi. Yeah, let me see something and take you beyond what I need something. Above you is none, so I lean on you. Adore you for sure, take a knee for it. Get a read on it. When I call, you never let it ring on me. The answer is you, I'ma sing for it. I'ma sing about it. My mind stays, so I ain't gotta think about it. Everything is crowded, I can't see but no. Your throne on high, reach below. My hallelujah, see the song. My lost is found, seeking no. I'm alone, never. My hope ain't gold, it's treasure. My soul, pleasure. I'm evidence you're more than heaven. I said it all.
Yeah, I put a pen to the paper. You was on my mind, been in every layer. My brain, it mentions your greatness. I'm anxious, need patience for ages. Only in my dreams I confront you. Jumping through a bunch of women to create one of you. One cooks, one cleans, one wants, one needs, but this is different. Why's persistence? Sitting clear in the midst of the distance that is lifting. Hesitation's ancient. Used to hang, now I wanna change them. Ain't this a whole bunch of cuss words? I am submerged, my hood's now a suburb. This love word's a bullet, pulling at everything it wouldn't, everything it shouldn't. It's a fire, and I've learned it doesn't target, only burns. Which means this won't be a breeze. Writing about you, but I'm thinking of me. Because I can't handle everything you demand. Not cause of the stands, I'm only a man. And all that I do, it's a lot that I can. Before you give your heart, first I need a hand. I'm saying
I wanna give you everything and a little more. And I want you to know I'm ready to show that I'm in this. I know we ain't always gonna see eye to eye, but I'm ready to grow, I'm ready to go if you with me. So I'll give you a minute for us, I'll give you a minute for trust, I'll give you a minute for what we know about love.
Yo, what is this? They ask, what is this? There's too much silence for them, too much violence for them. They see the war coming and form an alliance for them. Everybody that's foreign, they have an island for them. Where is the grace that we would receive to know? And where is the place that we would receive to go? And where is the face that we would go seek to know? Instead of seeking to know, we just be speaking to show. In fact, slick with the speech, but don't want to pay the syntax. Old news. Paper talk on they dispatch, but this patch ain't stopping a smoking gun. When I look you right in the eye, you don't know where the choking's from. I can't breathe. Me and Thomas are relatives, so I don't believe. Keep it honest, I'm negative, so I don't receive. All this raw chaotic talk of who said so, patriotic talk of who bled so. In the past, I don't even know the present. In the mask, I don't even know its presence. Open flask and I whine about it. Broken task with no purpose or design about it. We need to have legacy where we live on, instead of getting a legacy, putting dibs on. Christ show you the recipe, but your ribs gone. And people saying they A1 with they bibs on. How was that? When you realize it's freedom, when you can be yourself with an identity crisis. Instead of sending me love, you sending me ISIS. When the price was paid, with the view of you priceless, with the view of you righteous. He took a look at you and all he seen was his likeness. He took a look at truth and all he seen was his highness. Didn't let the cup pass. He gathered all the homies and he let the sup last. When we thought it was over, he did just what he had to do. He did it to come back for you. He did just what he had to do. He did it to come back for you. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What is this? Tell me, what is this? Am I in the midst, or would I be amiss? Now would I be remiss if I forget all the times that I spent trying to exist when God says live? Here it is. Do you know what it's like for your life to spin in cycles? The wheels start turning a little more than you'd like them to. The spokes start speaking, telling you you're defeated. You look around and see there's not a thing to compete with. This life ain't for the squeamish. I seen demons praying. I seen many crawl from the bottom just to reach the pavement. I seen leaders fade. I seen dreams decay. Waiting for joy in the morning, so much we sleep for days. See, my genesis was the streets of rage. How you offered peace to an altered beast? Why can't we call police? It seems we've made parodies of our prophets, so the church is following instead of modeling. What's our intent? Your Holy Spirit is common sense, and you marching from your ottoman. Where is God in this? Is he anonymous? Does he not exist? Or is the frame wrong of how we've got him pictured? When is it gonna be our fault that all is lost? We're products of a hollow cross, but treat them like the Holocaust. We ought to fall to our knees and roll up our sleeves. We too busy holding the things, holding the dreams. We can trade our burdens for worship that eyes haven't seen. Our idols grow into Eiffels, wide as the sea. Now why would I intervene? Cause they clubbing off the lean, find who they are in the fall. They in love with all the leaves, they chase it. Self-depreciated, inebriated, gassed in a flask, getting drunk off of the need. God help us to fall in love with everything that God tells us, and that we wouldn't find the lie special. Time's precious, don't wanna spend it in pending, flicking pennies at Gethsemane. This has to be real to me. Said I don't wanna ask what, and insinuate you ain't enough. Said I don't wanna ask what, and insinuate you ain't enough. Said I don't wanna ask what. Lord, I love you. Let's go.
Yeah. I know, I wonder when is the morning coming. All of the tears, all of the pain, all of the rain. I know, I wonder when is the morning coming. Cause I'm tired of the morning coming and they telling me the Lord is up to something. But what happens when I don't see the response that I see up in my mind? And I'm terrified and I feel I'm the one that he won't find. And then I look to the hills and he ain't missing. Your help is coming and that's a given, homie.
After the sunshine and after the rain, after the teardrops and after the pain, when the day comes, after it all begins, after it all ends. After the sunshine and after the rain, after the teardrops and after the pain, when the day comes, after it all begins, after it all ends.
Street screaming for justice. First we gotta define it. Before we can assign it, we're in need of alignment. My anxiety is at an all-time high, and I don't know whether to hide it or dive in it. I refuse to watch another black body die. I'm not sure if that's for pride or survival. I wish when I hear these stories they make me cry, but do I lack compassion? If I'm not surprised, Lord help. It's affecting my time with you. I'm in the house, so I know it ain't a time issue. This is psychology, so I'm aware we're tired get you. And I'm scared that I'll be hated while the war is for your data. I can honestly say I'm uncertain what certain is. Didn't know I had to be liberal or conservative. Didn't know the church was racist. I didn't understand the difference between conviction and persuasive. I didn't know. And I'm in pain cause no one told me. It's so low key, it makes my nose bleed. I hope that we can come together but I feel that's what I'm supposed to say. I'm supposed to hope and pray till I'm old and gray, but yo, I'm jaded. Supposed to offer Christ. First I need my brothers. When everybody bows, they stand with me in the oven. I've always been in it, now I'm scared that I'm of it. So plenty of intercession I covet.
After the sunshine and after the rain, after the teardrops and after the pain, when the day comes, after it all begins, after it all ends. After the sunshine and after the rain, after the teardrops and after the pain, when the day comes, after it all begins, after it all ends. Here comes.
Yo, 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 yo. Peace, 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 peace. Peace to the gods and the earths. Y'all be feeling like that sometimes, man. I ain't gonna hold you. How's everybody doing tonight? I'll explain that tonight. I hope everybody is good. Philip, what's up? My mom is here. What's up? I should say hello. I'm gonna say what's up to my mom. Julian, what's up? Got a bit of your catalog. Let's pull that up. Huh? Got a lot of your catalog, but I'm hearing some of these for the first time. Yes, sir. Listen. I be feeling like everybody's heard all of my music. But that's not true. And that's not an indictment on anybody. It's just that I don't promote as well as I probably should. You know, the days of just putting some music out and then like posting it on social media and sending it to blogs and all that stuff, like those days are over. So I've been trying to figure out how to do that. But I don't know, man. Catch Up 3, nah, no Catch Up 3. No catch up. No catch ups anytime soon. Armand and Doc 2, and then a Snooze Button remix project, and then some other stuff that we're working on for next year that I can't talk about yet. But yeah, so tonight, first of all, is the stream clear? Is the stream crisp? Because I was trying to stream from my platform. I was trying to stream from my program onto like Instagram when I went on IG a couple weeks ago, and it did not work for whatever reason. So I went back to how everything was. So let me know if the stream is cool. It's clear like it always is. Somebody let me know. 5% Nation, what up? Shut up, Shane. Yeah, let me know if the stream is Julian said it's been a long, drab day. Yeah, for sure, man. I was in a training literally all day. And it was one of those trainings like they made us turn our camera on. So I was over here like, I mean, I was paying attention to the training, but like I've been trying to like reorganize the space. If y'all see behind me, I took all these like boxes down. I got little, stuff up, you know what I'm saying? This might look different next week. I got my Spence and Crawford poster from the fight. Y'all can't see it, but I got my ticket stub and I got the picture. Me and my friends. Maybe I'll put that on the bottom, but y'all can't see it no way because it would be smaller. Man, where do we start today? I want to shout out the Patreon community first and foremost. They were supposed to be a way to where every time you comment, it should show like you should have an emoji or an emote or something like that on next to your name. And I don't know why that's not showing up. I have to look into that. But make sure you guys, while you're here, make sure you guys like this stream, please, and thank you, as my son likes to say. Just throw a little like in there. Where do we start? I haven't really felt like talking, but it's a lot going on. I think I'm just gonna dump today, and I think there's some gems in there because I've had some great conversations with some friends of mine, and just some things that I'm chewing on right now. So Sunday, we had a long weekend, right? Sunday,
there's a party that happens in the city called the Redo. You know what I'm saying? Happens usually on 3-day weekends, once a month. Let me tell y'all something about Columbus, and thank you guys for liking. I really do appreciate it. The DJs run the city when it comes to Columbus, Ohio. Like, when I first got here was the rappers. There was a moment where like the singers were doing their thing too, but like right now the DJs is killing it. It's all on the DJ. So there's parties everywhere, but it ain't really no rappers moving and shaking like that. It's a couple, but not really. So, you know, I was doing a lot of traveling at the top of the month. You know what I'm saying? I went to Vegas. I went to, what else? I went to Detroit, went to SummerSlam with my dad. You know, my mom came to visit me. It's the first time that my mom has come to visit me, like as an adult, which is a whole situation unto itself. And so after that, the kids left, kids started school, and like I got back in my bag, just like my daily like routine stuff. Cause that's, as men, that's what we do, right? We just get into our routine. And I realized that like from that time, the top of the month up until now, I hadn't done anything. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't been out the house. I was literally just in the house, tending to my wife and my family. And like, I felt myself like I wasn't doing well. You know, I heard somebody talk about third spaces that we typically occupy. So the first space that we occupy is obviously our home space. The second space that we occupy is our work or school. And then this third space is a consistent place that we go to. So it's a church, it's a library, it's a gym, it's somewhere that you consistently go and you communicate with other people. Now, coming out of quarantine, a lot of people lost that third space, and they've spent the last year or so getting that back. Me, however, it's been harder to even get that second space because I work from home. And I go into the office maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, to see clients. Other than that, I'm at the crib. So, and then on top of that, I'm still not going to church, which has been really, really interesting because this is the first time, and I really want to update y'all on my reconstruction process. I really, really do. And I'm going to do that one day. But I finally got to a point where I was open to attending a church regularly. Literally just saying that. Like, I wasn't looking, I wasn't doing none of that. I just decided, like, yo, I think it's time for me to da-da-da-da-da, right? And so most people have 3 spaces. Right now, people probably have two, maybe 3. I have 1.5. Right? So I'm hurting because I don't have that consistent community, like intentional community that I have to engage with. So by the time I made my way to the Redo, I was pretty like people deprived. And people will tell you, if I'm all the way honest, and we've talked about this, Taylor and I, but like when we go out in public, you know, we kind of be off to ourselves. Taylor is more diplomatic than me because he's a pastor. So he knows how to play the game, but he be in the cut. I don't like playing the game. I don't do a good job. I feel like I do a better job than I give myself credit for. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know how many spaces y'all got, just based off of that description. Julian says he has 1.75. But yeah, let me know how many spaces y'all got out that 3. Y'all got 3, y'all got 4, however many y'all got. So, man, So when I be out, I don't really be, and it's not intentional. It's really not intentional. I just be focused. I don't like put my like Armand Wake Up hat on. You know what I'm saying? Like I do that when I like have a show, but I haven't really performed in a long time. I'm not performing consistently, I should say. So, you know, I have to be like, I have to snap out of that, because when I'm going to these places, I'm going for me. So I was going to the Redo because I wanted to hear some music, and I literally sat in the corner and just listened to music and like bopped and rapped along with stuff and sang along with stuff, because it's a 90s 2000s party. It's all vinyl, so they only play records. So shout out to my man O Sharp, shout out to Rich Nice. It was great. And so when I walk into the space, you know, this is a club, mind you. So if you follow me on Instagram at Armand Wake Up, I posted in my stories like, this is a club. So basically I went to the club. But it ain't, I mean, it's the club. Like, people is drinking in there. It's hot in there. It's, you know, scantily clad women in there. It's just not like, it's not like aggressive. Like, I'm not worried about a fight popping off. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm in the corner. No, I'm sorry. As soon as I walk in, yo, Armand, wake up. What's up, man? Dap, 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 dap. Right? And it's literally like I'm just maneuvering my way through this crowd. And some people I knew, but like some people dapped me up and I didn't know who they were. You know what I'm saying? This happened recently when we have a yearly wellness walk. Shout out to the African American Male Wellness Association. Shout out to my man Kenny. Shout out my man Malcolm. And so, you know, I'm just walking through. I'm doing my little 5K. Yo, Armand, wake up. What's up, man? Firefighters and teachers and bankers, and it's crazy to me. And so this is new. This is new for me. No, I'm sorry, it's not new for me. I apologize. It's not. I'm tripping. It's not new for me. It was the more, I'm gonna just keep it all the way 1,000 today, y'all. The more daps I got, the lonelier I felt. Because I'm thinking through and I'm like, yo, these people know me more than I know them. So they may know me through, you know, even some guys like, yo, follow you on Instagram. I love your videos. Like, I've been getting that a lot lately, which is great. It's cool because that's what I do it for. I got more and more lonely just as the night progressed. I was like, yo, like, where's my because I'm Mr. Community. I be talking to y'all about community all the time. And because the way my life works right now, I don't have to intentionally, I don't have to like accidentally engage with community. I have to be very intentional. Now I'm in 1.5, you know what I'm saying, spaces. And I feel isolated. And it's hard to explain because prior to 2020, prior to getting married, prior to having a baby, I was everywhere. I was outside. You know what I'm saying? I was performing in mad places. I was engaging, building stuff, doing stuff in the city. Like I felt like a member of my city, of the community. And I realized even like deeper is like, even the church that I went to is very isolated. The job that I work, they should be more integrated in the city than they are. It's a very isolated institution. And so as I look at like older people, I see like why some people who are older than me like don't have friends because it's very easy to get in that routine, and I have to like fight to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime I leave, I feel guilty leaving my wife with the kids. So what do? You know what I'm saying? I do Wake Up Tonight. I'm making mad content. And in a way, I realize that this is me trying to like work through this isolation. But I'm still in my office. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in my house. And so I feel like God has really been dealing with me when it comes to like community and people. You know what I'm saying? I've been like getting these, I've had a couple of people ask me in the last few months to like help them build their church. I'm like, you want me to build it? I just got comfortable with saying that I want to go to a church. You want me to build one? And also sometimes like I don't want to be Armand Wake Up. And I think sometimes a lot of that is self-imposed. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when I get text messages and stuff, it's not really from people checking on me. It's from people who want something. Yo, help me process this idea. Yo, what you think of this? Yo, did you hear about this? And sometimes I don't really be caring, and it's different, and it's not my wife's responsibility to be the sole person who checks on me. And I'm not saying that none of my people don't check on me. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm not saying that I don't like the text messages when people want me to help them build stuff or help them process stuff. Like that's literally my job. And that's literally what I'm about, the services that I've been offering up publicly. Like, yes, consultation. Yes, coaching. Like I'm down for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I had a conversation. So rewind Sunday to Saturday. I met with some homies. And we started talking about like, do I want to go there? Do I want to stay? Yeah. Okay. No. I'm gonna go because okay, we're gonna talk about isolation and then I'm gonna go to collaboration. So I said God has been dealing with me when it comes to people, and like also dealing with like how I isolate, why I isolate, what that looks like for me, X, Y, Z, right? And also like why I don't communicate well. Or why I don't communicate my needs. You know what I'm saying? Like even like music, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really been rapping like that. Like Armand and Doc 2 should have been out. I get invited to Delaware to go make music with Wit. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not this thing where I'm like jumping up ready to go. Like my relationship even with like creativity has changed. So I'm trying to like work through these new levels of communication, and it's hard. It's very difficult. So I was talking to a homie. Okay, there we go. So Saturday. So two things that we talked about on Saturday. First thing we talked about was like unmet needs. Like why we don't communicate what we actually need, and then how we actually communicate what we need. Because there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? My 2-year-old will say, Daddy, I want some water. She don't really drink juice like that. My daughter, listen, my wife be having she heard that this is the cleanest diet I've ever seen in my life. So my 2-year-old said, Daddy, I want some water. She drink water like how I be doing this. It's my 2-year-old. She be drinking water like nobody's business. Please, y'all don't forget to like this live. I appreciate y'all. But she communicates her needs. Daddy, I need this. Even now she's like, Daddy, can you change my diaper? Like it's time to potty train you. Daddy, come play with me. Daddy, watch TV with me. Daddy, what are you doing? Daddy, I'm scared. Daddy, I'm sleepy. Like she's communicating her needs very clearly, and I love it. I love it. May we all communicate like a toddler and be able to share our needs. And I think like I realized that like I'm somebody who put a lot of onus and weight on communicating in safe spaces because I myself do not communicate well and I myself do not feel safe. Or I will find a safe space and I will violate the safety. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 a day. Like I really don't care. Like we just talking. It's 80 y'all and it's me and it's however many whoever gonna watch this video. So one of the things that me and the homies talked about was like unmet needs and like how we communicate those unmet needs or how we communicate those needs. And how when you don't communicate, you end up communicating. It just gets louder and more direct, but then still indirect. So what I mean by that is when I think about destructive behavior, the root of most destructive behavior is merely a need that was never communicated. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody's angry, the anger isn't really, it's not about the anger. You know what I'm saying? If someone has a pornography addiction or how they see women is very over-sexualized and misogynistic, it's not the porn. You know what I'm saying? Like they could delete all the porn off their computer. They could throw away. Yo, you still got a DVD collection in 2023. You are wild. You know what I'm saying? You could throw out your whole collection. That's not gonna solve it. You know what I'm saying? Like that person likely turned to sex because they needed to feel seen and affirmed and validated. And because they didn't get it from the places where either it wasn't present or it wasn't spoken in the language that they needed it to be in. You get into your love languages. I think there's more than 5, but that's just me. So, yo, B Kid, what's good, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. So how many of us are walking around right now with unmet needs and we trying to meet them through means that have nothing to do with the need directly, but we masking it? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff is human nature. The desire to be seen and affirmed and validated and to belong and to feel safe, that's all like instinctual. That's human. That's humanity. You know what I'm saying? And I think what happens is as we get older, we just begin to like accept where we are and who we are and how it is. And so for men, you know, we talk about how men suffer in silence. It's not even a suffering because in many places, it's not even a suffering in silence because in many instances, we've just said it is what it is. And we've accepted this lie that we don't feel safe or seen or there's no community. You know what I'm saying? It's why a lot of like, man, I wish I had like friends that I could play 2K with when I was in my teens and 20s, like online. That's community. You know what I'm saying? And so I think because that conversation is often led by women, the women think that our unmet needs or how we communicate is going to be the same way. So then when we do communicate our needs, it looks different, and then it becomes a clash. It becomes about presentation versus the actual need. You know what I'm saying? What is this? What did you say? Julian said, I feel like my unmet needs aren't even in the communication, but in having better rhythms. What do you mean by better rhythms? And maybe that, and maybe if I'm understanding that correctly as I read it out, it's like as you get older, now you have to you got to be intentional about getting out of the house. You got to be intentional about plugging into spaces that fill you up and serve you well. And in places where you can serve and you can be of value and of assistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about just like serving you. You know, I'm here for this. So I'm here, cut them off if they don't serve you. I hate that stuff, man. I hate that. Hey, my son is in here. What's up, Willie T? Man, my son is in here, man. My son is in here and my mom is in here. Like, I be wanting to cry anytime my family. So let's talk, speaking of being of service, let's talk about collaboration. Because I sent out an email this morning that talked about what collaboration is and what it isn't. And if you're signed up to the newsletter, if you're signed up to my email, then, you should have gotten it. If you are on my newsletter, let me know, are you guys getting my emails in your inbox now? Are they still going to your spam folder? I think I solved the inbox issue, but let me know. And if you're not signed up to my newsletter, go to ArmandWakeUp.com. Scroll down a little bit. You'll literally see a picture of me that says sign up to my newsletter. Fill that out and you're good. So, my son got 100 views on a video like within 24 hours that he just posted. So I was very happy to see that. So I'm saying this publicly. I text you, but I'm saying this publicly. I'm very proud of you. You were doing your thing. It's my son. You're my dog, man. I appreciate you and I love you. And I forgot to respond to you, Julian. I know I got super busy today, and I didn't get a chance. A couple people responded to that. But let's talk collaboration. So, collaboration to me is presenting an idea, having people come together, and then allowing people to excel in their strengths in order to execute said idea. To me, that's what collaboration is. So if we're making music and I'm the rapper, this guy's a producer, she's an engineer, he's a videographer, let's put everything together. Let's make a song. Let's shoot a video and let's get it mixed down and mastered. Collaboration. Boom. Everybody gets credit. Everybody gets paid. Boom. Love it. Love it, man. Right? And so I was asking one of my friends about an idea that he had, and he was presenting it to us or whatever. And I was like, yeah. So like, there's so many things I be wanting to say. I want to say these things publicly, but I can't. Yeah. Speaking of saying things publicly, hold on. Side note, that Swoop album that he posted about yesterday, I heard it today. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to say this with all sincerity, and I'm going to get back to my collaboration point, but that is his Mr. Morale. Oh my God. And when y'all hear that Jackie Hill Perry verse, man. Anyway, get back to that. So I was asking about like collaboration. So like, yo, what, like, you know, this idea that you have, like, you know, do you think you can do this by yourself? Who do you have in place to help you? Da 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 da. He's like, yeah, I want to collaborate. I want to do this. Da da da. And so it went off into this conversation, and I said, you know what, man? Collaboration is not what I just said it was. Collaboration is not presenting an idea and letting folks excel in their strengths to execute the idea. Collaboration is when one person has an idea and wants to execute, and then starts pulling on people and says, help me build my stuff. That's not collaboration. Bro, that you want me to consult. You want me to assist. That's not collaboration. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how many people treat collaboration. Because collaboration is people love to collaborate. Let's collab. Lincoln Bill, collab. But collaboration is never self-serving. You know what I'm saying? You may benefit off of the collaboration, but you're not the only person who's getting served. You know what I'm saying? And there was a time, so the question becomes like, yo, how do I collab? How do I execute all these ideas that I have? How do I help other people execute their ideas when I'm isolated? I'm by myself. I'm in a corner. I'm in my room. I've been doing this since I was 14. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking with my mom about, yo, I got grounded my entire junior year of high school because I snuck out. And went to a party and I got caught. Ironically, that's the year that we got cable internet. So that's when I got into like dirt sheets for wrestling. That's when I got PC DJ. That's when I got Streambox Ripper. And that's when I got Sony Acid 2.0 and Cool Edit 1.5. And I literally taught myself how to record myself making music because I couldn't go anywhere. And then even before then, like my friends wouldn't come pick me up because I was I had a curfew. So like my parents wouldn't let me stay out past midnight. I think my curfew was like 11 or something like that. But like parties wouldn't pop until 11, 12 o'clock. So my friends weren't gonna come get me just to take me back to the house right as things start to jump. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. Like, look, man, my daughter came home late from a party one night. It was like one, like she came home like 1. Like, bro, I cussed her out, her mom out. Like, I was like, yo, what? So I'm not even mad at I'm not mad at that. It's funny now. But I share that to say like, yo, I was learning HTML back then. I was building websites. I was building my Black Planet page. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. So this is all I know. This is all I know. It wasn't until I joined the military and I hooked up with my boys that like, you know, I got to like collaborate with other people and like, you know, like execute ideas and explore ideas more than execute. We got to explore together with multiple minds. And then after I got stationed in Washington after leaving Japan, it was right back to just being me. You know what I'm saying? And after I got divorced again, it was back to just being me. So here I am again, just me. And I'm really just challenged to like really find this third space. And here's my problem, yo. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. Like, even now, I feel like I'm supposed to be like sharing with y'all a solution. Like, yeah, I was feeling like this, but now all you gotta do is do this, and then here's this, right? Because I feel like I'm a thought leader. Let me know if I'm wrong in that. I feel like I'm a thought leader, so I should always have thoughts to lead. But I don't. It's one of the reasons why I don't really share and post on social media like that anymore. I don't really have like an end solution to all of this. You know what I'm saying? My parents tell me that I'm like, I put too much pressure on myself. My old church mother even told me that. The first time I got a prophetic word, not the first time, the second time I got a prophetic word from someone, as the room was prophesying to me, the mother of the church stood up and said, "You are so hard on yourself. Stop being so hard on yourself." And here I am 12 years later, 15 years later, still hard on myself. I don't have a solution. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing to see how cycles show up in our lives. It's amazing to see how things show up time and again. And it's amazing to see how you deal with them, and where you are in life to deal with them when they show up again. It's one of the things that has completely just wrecked my theology. It's wrecked my theology. What I believe about things like generational curses, like all of that stuff is just in pieces on the floor, because I'm like, yo, this isn't my experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we got this wrong. I don't know if God is looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I'm at. So it's hard to, but I feel so impressed to like confront this stuff. I feel so impressed to explore this stuff, and I feel impressed to do it publicly, or at least amongst my community, because I feel like y'all are experiencing similar things. Because let me tell y'all, when I first came out, I've shared this before, but when I first came out on the scene or whatever, I didn't have a filter. Some of y'all know Kellis has been around for a long time. Like, I didn't have a filter. Listen. I was, bro, I would say the first thing that came to my mind. You know what I'm saying? I would be on Twitter literally preaching the gospel, talking to girls in my mentions, not my DMs, in my mentions. Like, I was all over the place. And ironically enough, people I feel like I built up my fan base because I was so honest and raw. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was around when I did the Lecrae, the Gravity interview. It's what I wrote the review. It's what I wrote. You check it on Rapzilla now if it's still there. I was like, yo, all this fake transparency that's going on is like, it's not real. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like out here like really just like bearing my soul. This is where I'm at. I was in pain. Fresh off a divorce, hadn't seen my son in 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, building a relationship with my daughter, being in a new state, you know what I'm saying? I came to Ohio because, you know, my wife lived out here. And I felt like God called me out here to build something. So all I had was the church I went to and the job, and bouncing from job to job, and all I had was music and 2K11. And my little 42-inch plasma flat screen got me through a lot. Listen. But like being what I thought was reckless was like people were like flocking to it and like, yo, you know, Jordan was in here like, yo, you was showing me this and you was going through this, and when you said this, I was experiencing the same. Like, I would hear that time and time again, but the church I was going to, and I really want to stop talking about them. I really do. But they kept telling me like that I had to have some couth about like my presentation, and they told me to like scale back from all of that. And so I scaled back, and then I felt like lost and directionless. Yo, let me tell y'all, man. Let me tell y'all. Outside of even if I lose, when I hear myself like rapping in a very like worshipful space, I cringe now. 'Cause I think I was lying. I think I was fronting. You know what I'm saying? Not that I wasn't seeking the Lord, but like I feel like a lot of that stuff was like, it was what I thought I was supposed to be doing versus what I wanted to do. I just wanted to rap well and thought that rapping well is what honored God, right? That's how I feel now. But back then, I thought in order to honor God, I had to rap about God. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Cash, we got in a lot of trouble back in the day. A lot. Just by like not following the rules and I came into this culture like not really impressed by, and y'all know these rants, man. I came in like not really impressed. Like I wasn't like enamored with anybody or anything or institution. So I just came in like, oh, this is what I got to do? This is what we doing? All right, sure. But I got away from that. And so tonight, this is me like coming back to that. Black Jordans, White Sox 1 and 2 is me coming back to that. So I hope this was helpful for y'all, because I actually feel better. Like now I just feel like tired and I want to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? He said, do you cringe on the bar? I gotta tell the truth and lie. Nah, man, that bar's fire. Nah. Sometimes you gotta tell the truth and lie to your emotions. You do. That's true. But I would say yes, sometimes. Emphasis on sometimes. Sometimes you got to sit with your emotions and let them be what they are. Like, yo, I'm sad. I'm angry. I'm indifferent. I feel like I should be upset about this or sad about this, but I'm not. Guess what? You know what I'm saying? So that would be what I would rap about today. Would be more of like, let's explore with these emotions. Like, God didn't give us the ability to explore for us to just like not explore. Right? Yo, bro. Hey, Jordan, listen, man. Listen. I don't even remember what I was rapping about on Praise Break. I don't even remember. I just got a bunch of Alchemist beats and I went crazy. I would have to go back and listen. You know, another reason why I don't like listening to that stuff is because how I was delivering my rhymes back then. I was very much like, I was projecting my voice. Like I was rapping really aggressive. And, COVID changed my voice. I like my flow, like got more laid back. So if you notice now, like I used to be like, yo, I didn't learn about like, oh, certain types of beats require like certain approaches. I was just trying to rap because I wanted to like bar you to death. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Swoop about that today. Like, man, I appreciate artists who can like restrain the raps and say, no, I'm not going to rapidy rap here. I'm going to stop and I'm going to add some melody, or I'm going to add a hook here, or I'm going to add something else musical, artistic. I wish I knew how to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you say, Kellis, does it feel like a journey? Let's move this down here. There we go. Let's do that. Does it feel like a journey when you look at old projects, not regret or takebacks, but landmarks in the process? 100%. I'm not the guy that's going to say, listen, I hate when artists be like, yo, my last album wasn't really that good. Yes, it was. I said that on Black Jordan's White Sox too. I said, what I say? Whoever I was before, that was the best version of me. It was what I thought was the right thing to do at the time. So I cringe in a sense of like just the process, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you look at old clothes and like you're like, damn, I used to wear that. You know what I'm saying? But it was the style at the time, right? That's the same way I look at my with my music. And just that whole, it was just part of the process. If I hadn't gone through all of that, I wouldn't be here today. Oh, see, all right, Jordan, you in here rapping. You rapping in the comments. Lord knows, too. I was told like it didn't light a fire inside you, inspire you. Inspire you, sour. I kind of remember. I remember that a little bit. Yeah, though, okay, Joe, I'm going to say this. That what makes me cringe on stuff like that is I feel like I'm a better writer now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a better writer. So that's when I'm like, I could have approached that better. You know what I'm saying? But I was listening to, sometimes I listen to my old stuff and I be like, yeah, I was rapping. This is hard. This is great. So that's why I'm going to, like, you know what I want to do? So with me like remodeling this space a little bit, I wanted to do like a concert, like a at home concert, like something virtual. I want to do something like that pretty soon. Maybe I'll do that before the end of the year or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I want to perform like some old records, and yeah, I've been kind of thinking through that because I think that would be fire. I think that would be really dope. So I don't know, man. Let me know. Did I just dump and y'all just like looking at me like, yo, what's wrong with this nigga? Or like, did y'all get anything out of that? I hope so. I really do. By the way, if you were in here, please like this live. Please, please, please like this live. Again, join the newsletter, join the Patreon, all that good stuff. All right, Kellis, I know, it's coming. The book is coming. I promise. Yeah, for sure, Jordan. I got you. Yeah, I'm never gonna, because that was the point I was gonna make. Whenever a rapper says, "Oh, the old album, that wasn't it," now you're basically invalidating everybody else's experience that they had with your music, and that's not fair to them. So if somebody if Jordan is like, yo, man, Praise Break was this for me, and I did this, and this, great, praise God. I'm fantastic. I learned a long time ago that I can't control everybody's experiences with my music. Like some people hear my music and be like, yo, he's trash. Like I can't control that. I've just learned to be okay with it. I think if anything now, I just wish I would have released more music. Whenever I like try to pull from stuff, I don't really have anything to pull from. Like I just got Black Jordans and like 36, which I don't like listening to because it makes my body feel the way that like all that anxiety that I experienced that year. I just feel it in my body when I hear that album. So I don't like listening to it. Cam was in the building. Y'all just be popping up. I don't get no announcements. Yo, what's like when Cash was here, Cash was like, yo. When Phillip was in here, he was like, yo. Julian was in here like, yo. He just be like in the trenches. So Let me ask y'all this before I go, because it's a bunch of men in here. So do you guys have like similar issues with being intentional about engaging your community, hanging out with your friends, going to spaces that exist outside of like your family? And if so, what do you do? How do you get out of those? And where do you go? Like, what do you have to do to get out of that space? What is your process or relationship like with that? I would love to know. Leave a comment, whatever you feel comfortable sharing. That would be great. Man, speaking of women, I should play y'all something. Ooh. It's a record on Armand and Doc 2. It's a couple records on Armand and Doc 2. I'm like, I might play y'all something just because I'm in a good mood. And Doc ain't gonna care. Ooh. What was the record I was gonna play? Was it this? Is this it? Oh, let me see. Ooh. All right, let me know if y'all can hear this. Is that too loud? I'm going to play 2 records and I'm going to get out of here. Let me know what that sounded like. I should save this for the Patreon. Even though the Patreon already heard. The Patreon, listen, hey y'all, I played y'all Armand and Doc 2 like when Snooze Button came out. If y'all go back to that live, I played the whole Armand and Doc 2 for them. Okay. My guys have a group chat and we have a Tuesday night as our hang talk time. I like that. I got mad group chats. So I'm with you. But I love that Tuesday night. That's fire. Yeah, I got about 4 group chats that I'm in with different sets of homies. And we just don't get up consistently. Mike, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. What did you say? Said it's a struggle. I try to be more intentional in setting time to gather with cats at least once a month. Sometimes once a quarter. Bro, that's the realistic part. It's like, yo, it's hard for me to link up with the homies once a quarter. Like, that's like a success. And then what happens? You be like, yo, man, we got to get up sooner next time. 6 months go by. Like, literally, when Cam and I link up? We linked up like maybe like in the spring. It was before Father's Day. It was like April, I want to say. April, May. Like May. Yo, we need to get up. It's September. And we ain't even spoke. And that's my dog. So, yeah, so Mike said, I'm learning to get the life, work, friend balance together. It's Why do y'all think it's such a struggle for men? Why is it such a struggle for us? Why is it such a struggle for us? Because for women, you know, like my wife will, she stays home a lot because the kids are younger. So sometimes I'll be having to like kick her out the house. Like, nah, go kick it. But like prior to us having a baby, man, she always was with her folks. It was nothing for her to hang out with family and friends and all. It was easy for her. Whereas with me, now it's like, I gotta like hype myself up. Just like, why is that? That's crazy. I don't think it's a struggle. How is it not a struggle? I would love to know. I don't think it's a struggle for men. I think it's being an adult. Yeah. It's definitely like, it's just being, because I tell my kids this all the time. My daughter in particular, who just graduated high school, I'm like, yo, y'all like are, because y'all are in school, y'all are intentional. You don't know anything more than like going to a place where all of your friends are and like frolicking on a campus. You know what I'm saying? So you're always around your friends every single day until you graduate from high school and everybody now has their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here has family and children and responsibilities, and they got to work and provide and all that stuff. So it's harder to link up, but like it's so necessary. So necessary. I always say it's hard to make friends or make time for real friends as an adult. Absolutely. Absolutely. Kelly said introverts seek solace in silence. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is definitely me. I have ambivert tendencies, but after work, I lean heavy on the introvert. By the time I get home, especially if I go into the office and I got to see a client, I don't want to talk to nobody. I want to talk to my daughter, and like, that's it. So it's more, and here's the part that sucks is that you're here, right? Because after work, you working, you grinding or whatever. And then you get off work, you're tired. And then like the weekend comes. And whatever work that you would have put in during the week building those relationships, as Julian mentioned, by the time the weekend get here, it's like, yo, even if I got a pass or I got some free time to go somewhere, where I'm going to go? Who I'm going to go with? Yo, my wife kicked me out the house last week. Like, yo, when I say kick me out, like it wasn't like we got into a fight. It was like, you know, here's some space, go out, go hang out, go do your thing. Bro, I went to IKEA. You know what I'm saying? It was like on a random weekday night. And I was just like, yo, what do I do? I don't know where to go. I don't want to go to the mall because I don't really want to I don't want to spend no money on no clothes. And then I ain't really been in that bag and I need to make that model ministry video. I was like, I think I'll go to IKEA. I need some frames. I bought a frame for my Spence Crawford poster. Crazy. But I like that. Oh, y'all in here talking in the comments? I love it. Let me play this record real quick. Hold up. Mic check. Let's go. Sometimes it's like the yin and the yang, you know what I'm saying? Black and white. All of that. Yeah. I ain't never been left or forsaken. You won't believe all the things I've been faced with and made it. It's amazing. It'll take more than a statement to shake me. That's not generic. Man, I meant that in the way that I said it. I ain't famous, but I know who I am. I know where I'm at. I chose to be local after exploring the map. My focus intact, and so I'm getting older. I ain't settled, but I'm settled. My worth ain't in endeavors. I ain't tripping off vendettas. It's some people I don't like, some folks that I mishandle. Sometimes it was on purpose, sometimes it was on accident. Sometimes I'm the victim, sometimes I'm the distraction. Sometimes I'm the Joker, sometimes I'm the Batman. But you live and learn to be okay with it. It's okay to miss a thin line between the creative and the plagiarist. I love my community, I love y'all growing with me, but I'm growing quickly. I know it's risky and yet it feels slow and steady. I can't put my finger to it, but it feels like death when you're in it. All right. I'm chilling. We're gonna get back to this conversation. Play one more. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Somebody tried to book me for a show. My fee is what'll comfortably get me to leave my home. My baby trying to stand up on her own. and I'm about to start touring colleges with my oldest. It's real. Sometimes I think of exes I beg God to link me with. What becomes of a stronghold once you relinquish it? At my age, only so many things to rely on. Used to be young and thuggin', I couldn't even define wrong, but I've learned I'm fearfully, wonderfully not a tryhard. I am not depraved, I'm carefully crafted fine art with a lion heart. So loved by God, he would make time for me and everything that I strive for. I heard once you get married, more women find you attractive. That's ignorant, indignant, maybe they smell commitment. My wife makes me better, maybe they see the difference. Or it's all in their mind and they only see the figment. Listen, I got a nickel and a nail. I be combing through Grail like it's Braille. I tend to live in extremes, not mediums. None of these rappers for Jesus was rocking sneakers until they see me in them. What if you don't need help? What you call it when you need therapy from your retail? Some look and say he grew weary, you're doing good. More like I grew weary, you're wearing this hood.
Oh yeah. I'm not your marriage counselor. I'm out the way. I never asked for no passive girl. Got Alpha Bay. Oh how I love Jesus, yeah. Let's count the ways. See the second that you count me out, I calculate. Look, I made more money crowdfunding than touring artists. Gonna try and say they not sure about me. People told me they faith wouldn't endure without me. Some people got healed and said that the cure was Fauci.
All right, what y'all talking about? And then we gonna get out of here. Where y'all at? He said, no, this is, Julian said, I've been trying to crack the code of having community I'm doing these things with. No, for sure. It does. Right here, bro. This is it. Kids aren't normally made major contributions in their own survival. Paying them bills and keeping home life regulated takes a lot of time. That is facts. That's it. We just holding it down, right? We just holding our families down. So I ain't even gonna get into that. And that's exactly why I was gonna bring up like the constant, protect black women, black men discourse. But what happens is like, the people who are doing it, who are actually like leading their homes and protecting their people, they don't have time to argue this stuff because they're too busy protecting. So crazy. Listen, don't get me started. I don't even fool with Grail like that. They be doing too much. Yeah, I still go to my quarantine barber. He cut out his garage. I just go to him. He stayed 10 minutes away. It was folks they start charging $100 a cut, $200 a cut. I can't, $60 a cut. It's like, yeah, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't do that. So, all right, man. I'm going to get out of here. Yes. Taylor's first time on the doc beat. Yes. Absolutely. Definitely need more physical stuff. I need to have like a storefront. I don't know why I don't, but I don't, and it's not good. It's not good. So, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Let y'all know. Do remember next week. I'm not responding to that. There were some technical difficulties with that Middle Clash vinyl, so that's all I'll say. But that wasn't handled the best. I'll say that. So next week I will be putting out a new video from Snooze Button 6, a song that I did with my homie Trace Carter. It is called One More Thing Before You Go. That is world premiering next week. Probably next Wednesday night. I think I might just like keep that up. So Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, here on YouTube. It'll world premiere. Well, I'll be in the chat. Yeah, let's do that. I'll be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the premiere chat. We can do that. And then the following week, there's a conversation. What I'm doing now is called now Kairos Conversations. So the last one that I had with Tiffany Campbell, that premiered on YouTube last week. After that, conversation that I had with Trace actually fits into this mold. He's celebrating 10 years of marriage. So we talked about marriage. We talked about sex. We talked about creativity. We talked about kids. It's a good conversation to follow what we talked about today. So that's what's coming up in the next few weeks. However, if you are on the Patreon, you've already seen the One More Thing Before You Go video. You'll probably actually, when I get off, because I'm now I got this like boost of energy from hearing that music, I'm gonna edit some more of that interview. So my goal is to have it to you guys by the weekend, early next week or something like that. So make sure you join the Patreon, patreon.com/ArmandWakeUp, or go to ArmandWakeUp.com. You'll see a link there. Get all of the stuff early. If you ain't got the coin to join the Patreon, that is okay. At least sign up for the newsletter. Go to ArmandWakeUp.com and sign up for that. If you don't like your emails clogged up, at the very least, follow me on Instagram @ArmandWakeUp. I am going to start the campaign of reducing my social media presence. So I'm getting off of Twitter, reducing my Facebook. We're going to start that process real soon. So that's the best way to connect with me. So yeah, I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I'll see y'all next Wednesday for the world premiere of One More Thing Before You Go. And y'all have a good night, man.